You ever notice how in Black Ops 6 Ranked, the moment you're up against a 4-stack, it suddenly feels like you're not even playing the same game anymore? The map hasn't changed, your weapon hasn't changed, but somehow every single round feels tilted in their favor. This is if you're not squatted up, of course. Maybe you're solo queuing, duo queuing, or maybe even trio queuing. And the crazy part is, it's not just in your head. I have talked about some downsides of squatting up before, especially in the SR department, but here we're talking about some upsides. Really quick, Black Ops 7 has officially been revealed. Let us know your take on it down in the comment section. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself for another video, so be on the lookout for that. Black Ops 6 doesn't just reward stacked squads because they're coordinated. It rewards them in ways that are invisible, sneaky, and can feel a bit unfair at times. Let's start with momentum. When a squad wins the first round or two, it doesn't just put points on the board. It shifts the entire pace of the match. Suddenly they're faster on rotations, they're setting the tempo, and you're reacting instead of dictating. For solos, winning an early round doesn't always mean much. Half the time, your random teammates don't even capitalize. Maybe one guy is still playing like his pubs, and another one is muted. And maybe you have that third guy that just sprinted off to do his own damn thing. But for a squad, one win snowballs into two snowballs into three, and before you know it, you're sitting in an 0-3 hole wondering what just happened. Rank play gives squads an easy way to stack momentum, and in rank, that's the hidden reward. Black Ops 6 gives squads an easy way to stack momentum, and in rank, momentum is basically free SR disguised as teamwork. And next, the chemistry buff that nobody talks about. And I'm not talking about running scrims or practicing strats. I mean the subtle habits that come from logging match after match with the same people. Your duo always focuses on top control while you watch low mid or something like that. Your buddy ego chows the same corner every single round, and it's because you already know he's gonna do it. And you're perfectly positioned to trade when he inevitably loses the fight. This chemistry is like an invisible stat boost. Random teammates might have the same gun skill, maybe even more gun skill, but they're unpredictable. Squads, on the other hand, are reliable. Reliability in rank play is ridiculously valuable. And predictability lets you play faster. You don't second guess rotations. You don't overthink who's watching flank. You just trust the flow. And in rank play, flow is a major factor here. And the next thing here is the ladder love squads. Here's where it starts feeling unfair if you are not squatted up yourself. The Black Ops 6 rank ladder isn't neutral. It's built to reward streaks. 4 solos can play out of their minds and still end up trading wins and losses. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But a squad, they string together wins way more often, and the game actually hands out extra SR for those kind of streaks. So a squad doesn't climb because they're winning more, they climb because the system is literally coded to give them a boost for what they've been doing and what the system thinks they're supposed to do. It's like watching someone take an escalator while you're grinding it out on stair. Now, I've said this in previous videos before though, in the SR department, everybody's experience is different for whatever reason. Maybe it's consistency, maybe it's wins and losses. So just keep that in mind here. There is no black and white in the SR department. And honestly, if you're solo queuing, you're not just competing against their teamwork. You're competing against a ladder that actively pushes them higher and faster. And this is why every little edge matters. So I've recently partnered with Advanced Gaming Supplements. If you're starting to feel a little bit fatigued mid-game, consider Advanced Gaming Supplements Focus line. I'm a big hydration guy. I'm like 90% water, 10% Negro, but they have focus, hydration, energy, and sleep. But I don't recommend the sleep supplement if you're trying to grind long hours of rank play. But the other 3 can definitely help you stay locked in during those long rank sessions where one mistake can tilt the whole lobby. If you want to check it out, you can use code NERVS10 for 10% off. I only shout out things if I really think they fit. And in rank, that extra focus actually makes a difference when the game is stacked against you. Now let's talk tilt, and not just your tilt. Squads tilt everyone else. Losing to another solo feels fair. It's like, okay, he got me, whatever. But losing to a 4-stack, that feels cheap to a degree. But if you're not stacked and you lose to a 4-stack, that kind of cuts deep. Like the whole thing was decided even before the first bullet was fired. And the nasty part, that tilt doesn't just ruin one match. It follows you into the next one or 2 or 3, and you start over challenging, ignoring setups, maybe even snapping at teammates, and suddenly you've thrown away the whole night of rank without even realizing it. That's why it's important to keep it together. Regardless of the situation, it starts with you. It starts as the person. And if your equilibrium is off outside the game, it is definitely gonna show in game. Trust me on this. Meanwhile, the squad is racking up streak after streak, climbing smoothly while you spiral down that ladder. They're not just winning games, they're quietly eliminating competition through tilt. It's brutal, but it's real. And here's the sneakiest reward here: time. Squads waste way less of it. Queue times are shorter, they're not constantly getting stuck with rage quitters or people trying to forfeit the match, and they don't spend half the night rolling the dice on whether their teammates even have a mic. That means a squad can play almost double the matches a solo grinder can in the same window. And the more matches you play, the more SR opportunities you get, and the more reps you get in. In a lot of cases, it's not that they're better players or better teammates. They're simply getting more reps in, more games, and they're just able to optimize time efficiently. And in Black Ops 6 Ranked, time efficiency might secretly be the most overpowered resource of all time. So when you stack it all up, momentum, chemistry, streak rewards, tilt, and time efficiency, Black Ops 6 isn't just rewarding squads. It's literally building the rank experience for them. And here's the cold truth: a squad of average players can actually outpace a solo god just because the system itself favors the squad. It's not just about mechanics anymore. It's about who's playing the system the smartest. Now, this isn't to say that solo queuing, duo queuing, or trio queuing is hopeless. Not at all. But it does mean you've got to be smarter about it, because you're not just playing the other team, you're playing the system itself. And I've already put together a video about the solo queue blender and how you can go ahead and rise above while solo queuing, even when the odds feel stacked against you. Check out this video right here and consider subscribing. I'll see you all over there.